Hey, good evening, it's Woody. I've been teaching some again this week, and as is a normal um, activity, we put up a reading list in class, and going through the books, and somebody asked me, what's in your reading list, and I said, well, hang on. So I pulled up my Audible, started scrolling down through the library there, and I was naming off some stuff, and came across Good to Great, Jim Collins, and we started talking about that book in particular and the idea of going from a healthy organization to a really great organization. And then the conversation kind of turned, and that is, what's the life cycle, if you will, in terms of programs or organizations, and what happens when a good organization goes to great organization, and then it begins a rapid decline. And I was like, wow, that's a challenging question because the what we see is you know you can kind of be at your pinnacle in terms of a program or an organization, and then what changes, what shifts, and for that program or that organization to begin to meet its decline and precipitous decline. And I think of a lot of examples out in industry and stuff like that. But the it's easy for me to always be drawn back to the organization that I was involved with before, and to see such a sad decline in terms of the leadership acumen in that organization. An example is we built one of the strongest programs in the state around the things that we do. And then because of um, poor um, poor choices around who we allowed on the bus and where they were on the bus, those programs start to decay and atrophy, and that's sad. Um, and it's unfortunate. In this case, we find that the problem is tied up in one or two people, and that's unfortunate because we had a lot of folks who were doing lots of really good stuff and had a really strong program there, and because of ego and the parasitic nature of these particular managers, that program has been in serious decline for some time. And I think that's the key. I think the end of the discussion was that it's, there might be economic, there might be financial, there might be cultural issues that lead to the demise of an organization after having achieved a sense of greatness. But unfortunately, I think we find the real answer is in the leadership. So look around your organization, look around your teams. Are you part of that? Are you helping foster greatness, as Jim Collins would say, in your organization? And so, just things to think about. Love you guys. Go do good things.